With most of the country's leading events and festivals now locked into the cashless system, event-goers are faced with an easy decision between Howler and being able to purchase food and drinks at markets, festivals and concerts. The system is meant to promote safety and convenience for both the patrons and event organizers. Now, the CEO of Howler, Shai, Evians, joins us now to share more on this cashless platform, which uses RFID cards or even wristbands to transact at events. Mr. Shai, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, of course, since introducing the cashless experience, I would imagine what a huge convenience it has been. So what has been the response like?
Yeah, I think we're seeing event organisers are really taking to it, as well as vendors. Specifically for large-scale events where you've got thousands of people, and often you have issues with the networks. Our cashless solution really creates a more seamless way for customers to pay at events, and we're seeing a really good uptake at the moment.
Okay, do break down for us how it works for those who may have not used it.
So essentially, Howler is an event technology platform that allows customers to buy tickets online. When you buy a ticket, you can preload the amount that you wish to spend at the event. So what you'll do is you'll get a QR code as a ticket. Once you've bought your ticket, when you arrive at the door, we scan the ticket, and then you get a wristband like this at the event, which we then tap, which now has the money that's transferred.
So basically every vendor has got this device, so we can use tapping it on.
Correct. So every vendor will have a device, and all the customers will have a wristband which they'll use to transact. So you don't have to worry about your credit cards, your cash, just simple, easy transactions.
So it's not linked to any bank, eh?
It's not linked.
So you simply buy online from your own bank?
Well, you can preload online, obviously using your bank card, or when you get to an event, you can top up using cash or card. But once you're in the event, all the money is loaded onto the wristband, which you can then use to transact.
Okay. Since this was introduced to promote safety at events and, of course, convenience, so how has this been achieved from the kind of feedback that you're getting?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the number of events that we're doing, to give you an idea, over December alone, we had over 260 events. On New Year specifically, we had 16 cashless events around the country. So we're seeing it's really being adopted on a large scale. And yeah, people are really getting used to the solution, and it's really understanding the benefits of the solution.
So can these cards be used repeatedly at different events, and can the balances or the credit that remains on my account be rolled over to the next event perhaps?
So at this stage, each wristband is for each individual event. Whatever credit you have left over gets credited back into your bank account. So we really encourage people to load their money online before the event, and whatever is left over gets put back into their account.
And there's also been criticism and backlash with regards to the processes of getting refunds, and some have been saying that it's quite slow.
Well, we really improved the process. You can get your cash out within 2 days after the event. I think from the time it takes to put money on and get your money out, it's a super quick process.
Why does it have to take 2 days?
Well, with all the credit card transactions processing with the banks, we have to wait for the money to clear in our accounts until we can actually process a refund.
Okay, so how are you hoping to, make the platform much better in coming years?
Look, I think we're seeing obviously a big adoption on mobile phone. So really making it easier for customers to preload their money, using the same card or wristband at an event, so you don't have to get a new one each time, and being able to carry your credit from one event to the next.
In huge festivals in particular, there's issues of networks being jammed as a result of, clogging off the network, basically. So how do you navigate around that?
Yeah, this is the biggest benefit of the system, because it can run completely offline. To give you an idea, we can do an event of 20,000 people with no network. Traditionally speaking, if you have that amount of people in an event, the networks go down, and you can't use your phone to make payments, or you can't use your credit card. So this runs completely offline and streamlines the payments within the event.
All right. Mr. Evans, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Much appreciated.
Cheers.
Great innovation this, I must say. Well, Howler, as you've heard, is quickly emerging as the only payment method allowed at many South African events. We just spoke to the CEO of the Howler, Shai Evians. This is Morning Live. We'll be right back.